Veteran Larry Bettinelli never imagined that one day he would become one of Napa Valley's top vineyard managers, growing grapes for some of the world's best wines. But his journey of self-discovery began as a college student during the Vietnam War, when he made the bold decision to enlist in the Marines, a choice that many struggled to understand.
And at one point, a lot of my contemporaries in college started to belittling the decision that I was making. So much so that I had to take a leave of absence from college for a while. And I hitchhiked around Australia for 6 months in order to sort out how I felt about the whole thing. There's one moment when I was hitchhiking and I looked up and there was a full moon there and I started crying. I cried because it represented freedom. And the word freedom isn't just another word to put out there for me. And I started screaming, freedom, freedom. And it meant so much to me. And I realized that word is what I needed to allow for other people other than myself. I got out of the Marine Corps when I was 27. And this voice came to me, and I don't know how many people would be listening to this understand a voice. And the message for me said, go home. Go home. Wait a minute, go home to what? You know, didn't have anything to go home to. I had no girlfriend, family was there, but I wasn't really, family oriented. I had no ranch to go back to. But the voice was so strong that I decided to go home. Home for me was St. Helena, California, just north of San Francisco, about 50 miles. My education was a degree in agriculture. So I said, well, what can I do? So I started looking around and eventually got an assistant manager job in a vineyard. And I just started from there. That was the start of my agriculture career after being in the military. So where I'm speaking to you from, it is a town called Yountville, California. It is approximately 45 miles north of San Francisco in a valley called Napa Valley. Some of you may not know Napa Valley, but it has an extremely great reputation worldwide for the wines that are produced here. When I say the word vineyard management, what that means is that I manage vineyards for other people. There are many absentee owners, people that do well in other industries, decide that they want to have a place they can get away, but they don't have the expertise to understand what it takes and what it means to grow world-class grapes. So they will hire somebody like myself to manage their vineyard for them. I make all the farming decisions, generally help with the contracting of the grapes at a certain price, and for that they're paying me to do that function. In my opinion, the quality of a bottle of wine that a person is drinking out there, I would attribute 70% of that quality to its location. Okay, if you have 100-point wine that you're drinking someplace in Kansas, 70% of the quality of that wine that you're tasting probably comes from its location. I would say that about 15% is related to the decisions that I as a vineyard manager will be making. What kind of fertilizer to put on it, if any, what kind of care it takes, the spraying programs, the nutrients in the soil, and those kind of things. I will pass that 85% quality onto, when I pick those grapes, onto a winery. The winemaker will make all kinds of decisions that will add or subtract another 15% to that bottle of wine. So if you were interested in getting involved in agriculture, there's a couple pathways that you can go down. You can take a couple courses, see if you're interested in that particular field. If you are, then you can get involved with your local farm bureaus. You can get involved in your local trade organizations. Out here in Napa Valley, we have the Napa Valley Grapegrowers Association. The Farm Bureau is tremendous. Wineries are always looking for interns to help them out with various aspects of their own particular vineyards and or within the wineries. So there's a number of different pathways that you can go down in order to find out if this is what you want to do.
For more information, visit hiringamerica.com.